All right, we got 30 seconds until market open here. The only one I really like is just QQQ opening breakout of pre-market high range here. And break and retest above that or bounce at pre-market low previous day close. But most likely this is going to be right at open. That's a huge ass order right there. All right, I am in longs. Already 8% drawdown. Needs to push up here. We need to break above point of control. Apple strong. See a lot of buy orders coming in. SPY is not really moving. Google's selling off. Nvidia's selling off. We need Google and Nvidia to pump. Market's getting carried by Amazon and Apple. It's just rejecting now. Yeah, Google and Nvidia. If they could just recover and ride the strength with Google, with Apple and Amazon, that could be good. Just aggressive selling. Trying to hold, we need to hold above pre-market high and opening print. Trying to hold and bounce VWAP. SPY's pushing above opening print. We need Nvidia and Google to recover here. Break and retest of pre-market high and VWAP was setting up versus taking the opening breakout. Look at that. Break and retest of VWAP. Very strong. Pushing with SPY. Google is trying to bounce. We need Nvidia to bounce here. Apple and Amazon, we need them to continue their work. Also need to push past the opening candle high. Don't like Nvidia selling off. Google's trying to recover. We have point of control at 738.20. Need to hold above that. SPY is looking stronger than QQQ. SPY is breaking out of its pre-market high range. See a lot of buyers hitting the ass though. Alright, we've pushed for a new high of day. We're in all-time high territory, so I don't have any levels to trim at. Just percentage, almost at 30% for my 2R trim. Nvidia is trying to bounce there. A little bit more for my trim, but I don't want to make the same mistake as yesterday and having a trade go all the way 23% and then stopping me out, which might do again today. Fell all the way from 23% to 11% on this little pullback. But it can't jump from 23% on 30%. That's frustrating. Needs to push up. Look how strong SPY is. QQQ is not as strong as SPY. Amazon rejecting previous day close. little bit more for my trim. All right, taking my first trim. All right, moving stops to break even. Stops are at break even. Wow, look how strong SPY is. Yep, Nvidia is holding its bounce here. If Nvidia can break above its high of day, opening print, recover and break above previous week low and previous day high, that's strong. Same with Google, if we can break back above pre-market low and opening print, and if Amazon can break out of previous day high range, the hope is a trend day. Next trim, I'm looking at 50%, which would be roughly around 3R. I see a lot of buyers hitting the tape. Oh, there's the sellers coming in. These contract premiums aren't moving that well though. 740 contracts may have been better because of the open interest. However, I would have got stopped out with the drawdown that I had. Nvidia is trying to break out of its previous day high range and pre-market high, both aligned together. Amazon's also trying to break out of its previous day high. SPY is still looking strong. Nvidia is looking very strong, but QQQ is not following suit. Google is trying to reject pre-market low. Come on, QQQ needs to break high of day again. Look at SPY. More of an aggressive push. These pullbacks are killing the contract premiums. Amazon's rejecting previous day high. Nvidia is pulling back a little bit. Google is rejecting pre-market low. Nvidia is attempting a break and retest of previous day high and pre-market high. Apple's pulling back, Amazon's pulling back, Google is trying to hold previous week low. We are having lower volume, however, we are holding point of control as support. We have this point of control at 738, coming back down, holding above it. Same with this current candle coming down to the previous 739 point of control, holding above that. We are currently above current point of control. Need to continue that momentum. We need Apple to hold above VWAP. Currently, we got Amazon trying to bounce previous week high. Google's holding above previous week low. Nvidia's trying to hold above previous day high and pre-market high. All right, taking my next trim of 50%. Keeping stops at break even still though. Next trim looking at 100%. Apple, we need to hold above previous day high. Amazon, we need to break through previous day high if we want to continue the trend. Google, we need to also break above pre-market low. All right, we're continuing to break high of day, so that's good. Oh my goodness, I've been looking at AMD time and sale this whole time. SPY's starting to pull back. I'm trying to let my winners run. I'll need to see after a trade, see if it's better to move stops to 2R for my stop out at this point in the trade, or if it's better to continue leaving at my stop loss at break even. Currently, I have it at break even because I want to let my winners run because those are the trades that um, really help me. Slow grind up. Contracts not really moving that much. We need Apple to hold above previous day high. Same with Nvidia. And then we need Amazon to break out a previous day high and Google to break above pre-market low. That will really help the continuation of the market. All right, Nvidia made a new high of day, it looks like. Needs to continue that pump. Amazon needs a red to green flip, break above previous day high. Google needs to get back above pre-market low. Currently at 60% on the contracts, which is about 4R with my stop loss being 15%. SPY is still looking very strong. Still holding above previous point of control of 740. We're trying to hold this as support of this previous point of control. Slow grind up. We've got more selling pressure, but I guess it's getting absorbed. Apple rejecting VWAP. Nvidia needs to hold above previous day high and pre-market high. Amazon's attempting to break out of its previous day high range. Same with Google attempting to break out of its pre-market low range. Nvidia is bouncing its previous day high and pre-market high. We might be getting a pullback here at QQQ. It's been just running all morning. Nvidia broke high of day. Google's above pre-market low, attempting to break back above opening print. Amazon's rejecting previous day high. Nvidia with a strong break and retest off previous day high and pre-market high. It's not too far off from its all-time high. Oh, previous all-time high. We got a lot of room on Nvidia still. Nvidia can trend all day and Amazon can break out of this range. That's a good sign. We did make a new high, slight new high on QQQ, but rejecting that. Look at that push. All right, 80% profit. I need 100% for my trim. If we can get there. Apple is trying to bounce previous day high, hold above VWAP. We really need Google and Amazon. Amazon needs to hold above pre-market high. Google needs to break above pre-market low and opening print. Got Amazon bouncing pre-market high. Come on, QQQ, have another big push. We continue to make higher point of controls. Higher highs, higher point of controls, higher support. Continue to make previous point of control as area of support. If it is pulling back, still see a lot of buyers hitting the tape though. It's an aggressive sell candle here, but we are due for a pullback. SPY is still holding strong. QQQ is a little bit weaker than SPY right now. Apple rejecting VWAP. Google rejecting opening print. Amazon rejecting previous week high. Video still holding strong. Love to see a red to green flip on this 5 minute. Seeing it on the 1 minute, that's a good sign. Alright, starting to see the red to green flip on the 5 minute, that's good. Need to see NVIDIA break higher of day. Do have increased volume on this sell candle here. Now we've got lower point of controls. Alright, aggressive selling now coming in. I believe this is just an overdue pullback. I don't think it's a reversal. We still have Apple trying to hold above previous day high. Google's trying to hold above VWAP. SPY is trying to hold above VWAP as well. There's the aggressive selling. I might get stopped out. It's so frustrating. I try to let my winners run. They don't run. Need to hold above VWAP. I like the red to green flip on the 5 minute. It's good. Need to break back above this previous point of control. Previous point of control at 740.93. So close to 100% to take my third trim. So frustrating. Well, let's see if we can hold above VWAP on QQQ. Wow, it's just melting now. That's so frustrating. Right there. That's Look at that. That's a sign of reversal right there. Should have full exit up there. Should have full exit when point of control was shifting to the downside. Alright, stopped out of my trade with that aggressive bleeding. I call it a day. Only got 2 trims off, which is annoying. So my net ROI is probably not that good. $500 on the day. I'll take the win. It's been a long losing streak, so wouldn't do anything differently. Maybe a break and retest of pre-market high. The reason I didn't take the break and retest of pre-market high in QQQ is I already took the long opening breakout on the pre-market breakout. But see here, there's an opportunity. It broke it. Like always, there's a retest opportunity. That's on the 5-minute. 1 minute. If it broke that, got it right there. Maybe potentially stopped out, but could align it with VWAP. And watch, it stop me out and move up higher. Bet you that's what's gonna happen. But ending the session, overall happy with win. Could have been better, but that is the con of my trade management style. Is try to let the winners run, but things like this could happen.